Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
Welcome to a book haul.
The library.
Our library.
Our library.
Our vintage library. Today we're doing a book haul.
I was going to say the library of progress. The library
Well, let's
of
see
progress.
what we have, and we'll see
That's
if we
true.
progressed. Because vintage books are often not very progressive.
No, that's true. And I think I might have a few that are not.
Uh-oh.
We wanted to try to make some videos that were specific to a certain thing, and now it's going to be books. So that's it. It's not that complicated. This first one I'll start with is a book that you gave to us. It sat on our shelf for a while, and it was actually read, which means it should either be returned back to you, or if you don't want it back, I'll bring it to Thick as Thieves.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Bring it to Thick as Thieves.
Okay. It's still a classic. Postcards from the Edge. Nick read it. We've both been diving into some older biographies and memoirs, and he did this one and really enjoyed it. Carrie Fisher. May her legacy remain in print and for sale at Thick as Thieves. So go grab it if you would like to read it. Oh, and it says Keep LA Beautiful on the postcard. Look, timely.
Love it. I must have gotten them at an estate sale or Savers. A set of Agatha Christie books, but written in French.
Oh, wow.
La Flambeau. Do you know a Flambeau?
Love this mask.
The Poison Pen.
Yeah.
Look at the
I love it. This would be, for
here.
that craft that you're currently working on, what a cool thing to copy potentially.
French stamp on it. The problem with this one is it's got this tape on it. I was thinking of taking some red binding tape.
It's a good idea.
And putting it on here because I think it would look really good.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's a year in here. See, the cover just came off.
This one's in great shape, though.
This is from 1949. But see, this is older than that one.
And there's a lot of French people in Palm Springs. You might want to
really
contribute this one to...
Okay. Fantastique. I actually think if you're doing a book display, this would be cute because it says Fantastique on it. Let's see what year this is from. This is from La Flambeau. But the reprint is in 1991.
Well done.
Ding! Okay.
Yeah, this is a quick and easy one that I'm going to bring into Thick as Thieves as well.
Yeah.
Love is never having to say you're sorry, which is a terrible thing to say. It's not true.
Great advice.
No.
You know what my therapist said? Love is never having to say you're sorry.
He said, have you done something wrong? You don't have to say you're sorry if you're in love. Never seen the movie. I know it's a classic. That would be an interesting one to watch. But I just remember people saying, like, it's not very good. It's very...
I definitely didn't see it.
It's a tragedy,
It's Ally
too.
McGraw and Ryan
Spoiler
O'Neal.
alert.
Weren't they actually a couple?
Probably.
Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal?
He was with everybody.
Was he?
He was with everybody.
Don't get me started.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, yeah, and last night... We watched movies while we were out here. And I chose... What did I choose? Poirot. I chose an Agatha Christie. I think it's 2010 David Suchet version.
Of Murder on the Orient Express.
Of Murder on the... Oh, yeah, I didn't say that. No.
That's why I was going, toot, toot.
It's so good. Yeah,
it was great. It was beautifully shot.
Beautifully.
Jessica Chastain in an early role. Have I heard of her?
I think this one's a good one. Open.
Oh, Ira Levin, who also wrote Rosemary's Baby, I think.
This is Ira.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's what it says on the front. A new novel by the author of Rosemary's Baby. This, I got it in an estate sale. And I had gone on, like, the last day of the estate sale. And the guy was like, oh, I can't believe that is still left. And he gave it to me for 50 cents or something.
Oh, my God.
So cheap.
Great cover. Can I hang on to this and then
Absolutely.
bring it over? I do want to read this. I'll make it my next book and then I'll bring it to the store.
But I just think, like, if we had a store, oh my God, should we save it for our store?
Okay, my next one is... It's one that's already been given to me from Noelle, but I want to include it in my book haul. And it's the memoir of Rosalind Russell, Life is a Banquet, which is a line from one of our favorites, Auntie Mame.
Yep.
Life is a banquet and all the other fools are starving. Something like that.
Yeah. You know what this would be, though?
What would
A
that
good banner.
Yes. I want to do
one. We were
one.
talking about one for your friend.
I want to make him one that says, Are we all lit?
Are we all lit? I also think Life is a Banquet would be good.
Yeah, it would be. But yeah, Rosalind Russell, who had an illustrious career, and I should know more about her. I will be reading this and learning more about the brilliant women of our past.
Love it.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We were watching Love is Blind earlier.
Where'd the other one go?
This one...
Oh, no. I'll just do...
Girl just keeps going. Literally, I think he's, like, is so great. Literally, like, oh, he is. He's so great. And so
sounds like
Noelle and I were just going,
Valley girl.
You're so... I didn't even set that up.
This is Valley of the Dolls, the paperback.
Look.
Anytime I see these, which is never. I never see them anymore.
them.
I believe I got this at an estate sale.
Drip, drip, drip.
Great book to have. That's going to go on our shelf when we have our thing, too. Love it.
Oh, There's an advertisement in the middle of this book.
What's
Hey,
it for?
sorry to
What's it
stop your
for?
reading.
A magazine?
It's for Time Magazine in the middle of this book with Sophia Loren. Isn't that
see?
crazy? In the middle of a book, you're just like, hey, sure, I'll subscribe to Time, but I guess it must have worked. This would be a fun pool read.
Yeah. Do you want to borrow it? You're reading a lot right now.
No, I know. I'm reading enough.
No, it's fine. And then I'm also...
I know it's fine.
I'm going to pass... Also Gremlins.
Dun, 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 dun,
I like these
dun,
80s.
dun,
I think this is
dun,
also a
dun.
good display book for these people who just want to set up a bookshelf with only display books. I'm trying to sell a bunch of 80s books here in Palm Springs. And so I gave the store owner Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I think I gave him The Outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to give him Gremlins. It says featuring 8 pages of colored photos.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. That was always my favorite
crazy.
part of the book. You had to wait till the middle. You couldn't jump ahead recently. Stop yawning. You have no excuse today. You have your Diet Coke. See how we talk to each other? Isn't that nice? You wanted to know.
Right?
Love this right away. Isn't that so, like, fun? And it's all these things that are commonly asked. 440 questions and answers on common household problems. And I opened it right away, and one of them was like, how do I settle... Oh, here it is. Number 263. A common household problem. What can we do about our neighbor who insists on dropping the cuttings from his thorn bush into our garden? I'm going to need to meet this neighbor, meet
what's
you.
the suggestion?
Get deeper into your interpersonal relationship. The answer is, if you can't settle this amicably with your neighbor, you will have to take it up with your lawyer.
Oh, come on.
He might get some response by threatening a lawsuit.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
This is like right next to, rubber-based glue is stuck on a wall I wanted to paint. How can I take it off? Use contact cement solvent.
In times like this, I am glad that we have the internet.
Can we leave our brick house unheated for 3 months in the winter while we go south?
Is there a pet inside?
Is Nana
Then no.
asleep upstairs? This is a fun like way to, I don't know, spice up your... Where would you put this? You'd put it like maybe
You put it on
bathroom
a
reading?
table? Yeah, definitely. You want people to see the cover.
You wanted to know,
this
and
isn't
here's
going in
the
a
answer.
bookshelf.
I would like to know how to fix a cigarette burn on a hardwood floor. Get your life together. Why is there...
So what? I like a cigarette every now and again.
So what if I fell asleep with a cigarette again? The problem is not that. The problem is the burn mark on the floor.
The problem is you didn't put an ashtray on the floor for me. The Graduate.
Oh, forget it.
Mother Dolly.
That is beautiful.
Hello.
Where'd you get that one?
This one I got at a Savers. See how I tried to clean it though? Because
Did they price tag that? Is that why that happened? I'm gonna get so angry.
Yep. But this happened because it was dirty and I used a kind of wet magic eraser on it. Sometimes I'm like,
What's it look like? Yeah, is it better like that?
Oh my god! Look how nice that is.
It's beautiful. This is better like this.
I know, but people want this too.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Stop tearing it. It's making me nervous.
Look at that.
That's beautiful.
That is Wes Anderson.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, look, it matches us. Look.
Oh, yeah. Okay, my next one is actually not necessarily like a vintage book, but it is inspired by a vintage find, which is a book that I got when I was in Atlanta for work. It's where I got my Shirley MacLaine autographed book, that same sale. It was this book called The Fiend, and the cover is incredible. I saw it in my collection of books that I was bringing to Thick as Thieves, and I was like, there's something about this book that's drawing me in, and I don't know why. You can judge a book by its cover, because the book was outstanding. It's called The Fiend by a woman named Margaret Millar. It was written in the 50s. I was telling Noelle, it reminds me of like a Coen Brothers movie, where it's really... essentially a story of one character who's surrounded by a bunch of other well-meaning people. He's got a backstory that I don't want to spoil. And all these other well-meaning people, by trying to like stop the problem, make it so much worse, which is very like Fargo or like Blood Simple. Like people who are just by being human overcomplicate a situation that probably isn't going to be that bad because they think that they can fix it or make it better.
Yeah.
And it just keeps escalating where every chapter would end and I'd be like, no, stop, you're making it worse, because you're the reader. You get to like see what everyone's doing even though they don't know. I just couldn't help but think like this would make such a good Coen Brothers movie. The author, Margaret Millar, I mentioned, I looked up other books that she's written, and one was called Beast in View, was another like beloved one. And when I looked that up on Amazon... Sorry, I did use Amazon just for a little bit. But it was a used book on Amazon, if that's helpful. It has a collection of women crime writers from the 50s. I just started the first one, which is called Mischief by Charlotte Armstrong. And it's doing the same thing, where I am not a fast reader. I read very slowly. But this type of writing feels like it just keeps hooking. Like every chapter almost ends like the end of a really good show where you're like, I gotta watch the next one. I gotta watch the next one. So every chapter I'm like, oh no, don't do that. Like stop. And I'm also really into crime stories from a female perspective. There's just a different like way that the characters are described that I really appreciate. Patricia Highsmith is also in here, who wrote The Talented Mr. Ripley, which I read when I was like in high school, weirdly enough. If you love the movie, read the book. Patricia Highsmith, oh my god, she was a very, I'd love to see like a documentary about her someday, because she's notoriously like a very difficult woman, but we all know that like difficult women are not really difficult, they're just women. And she's brilliant, and The Talented Mr. Ripley was one of many books that the Ripley character kept on like doing terrible things through. And I just feel like women have a better understanding of terrible men than terrible men do. So I'm really into this. I'm going to read all 4 of them and report back, but just a new interest of mine. Women crime writers from the 50s. Boom. That's for a second.
And then another book I have is The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale. I think I read this ages ago.
Really?
Because it's
supposed
like
to like holds up.
This is like, I think the beginning of...
It's in great shape, but ooh, is that the price?
Yes, that's the price tag. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you too. So this was inside, and it's a little order. It's a little envelope, and it said, Dr. Peele's Most Wanted Guide to Abundant Living. So that's basically what the Norman Vincent Peale stuff is. It's like
I love preserved
the early days of just like positive thinking.
Yeah.
And it says, Norman Vincent Peale's Most Wanted Guide to Abundant. Dear reader, imagine yourself spending an evening with Dr. Peele and hearing in his own words the very wisdom and counsel which has helped thousands to master life's most perplexing difficulties. How to get people to like you, how to solve problems and make right decisions. Here are some of the people whose stories have appeared in guideposts. Carol Channing, Bob Hope, Jerry Lewis, Jimmy Stewart.
Danny Kaye.
No way.
Sorry.
Classic self-improvement
Still with us?
Book.
Speaking of self-improvement.
I'm okay. You're okay.
A practical guide to transactional analysis. I know I've heard of this title before, but I don't know what this author is going for. He does look a lot like Dr. Norman Vincent Peale. It's good to know these things, that the child-adult transaction can be seen as such. This is how children should be treated.
How much did you pay for this gem?
$3. I want to hang on, especially like self-help books from the past, and see what they were saying then and what we're doing now. Okay, so I have one more. Do you have any others?
Yes, I have one more set of things.
Oh, she's always manipulating.
These are maps. This is just a map of the United States. It's a big map.
Peachy Click.
That's the name of this person.
I'm sorry, but Peachy Click is coming to the main stage.
She ordered these.
And she is fierce.
I got these at an estate sale, but look at these. Just you wait.
Don't wait.
This is a map of the solar system. And
we can't map the solar
outer
system.
space.
It's too big.
But just wait. It's got all the star signs.
Show them
Can't
show
when
them.
you're doing that.
I'm closing mine.
This
Show,
has
look
all of the zodiac signs at the top.
Closer.
Look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
We're going to get into zodiac stuff.
Listen,
Are you still here?
I was actually thinking this might be a neat one to put in the shop. Le shop.
That's the problem with maps. They're so big. How did people use them? How are you just like, oh, hang on a second, let me see where we
I was
turn.
in the car. Well, you see, it's a funny story. I was in my car in the middle of Joshua Tree, and I thought, I'd like to see the solar system. What am I looking at? Oh, look at this.
Oh, I know now.
Look at the bottom of it. I'm going to show you upside down because I just can't. And then I also have this one.
Oh, wow, that's in great shape.
Moon. This would be neat in as a wallpaper, actually.
That's a good idea. That would be fun. It's just to like really cover an entire wall from top to bottom with maps. So you never
see, it's upside down,
way.
but look. The Earth's moon. Okay. I would say this is probably from the 50s or the 60s.
No.
But I'm just making that up because I don't know where it would say.
My next book, I spent $5 on, and it's not in perfect shape, but I saw it and I was like, I am keeping this, and I'm going to be using it often.
The Giant Book of... Oh, boy. Here we go.
Let's start with you.
What is this?
They're all categorized by topic, so I open up to tightwads.
Give it to me.
I'm going to change the pronouns. She got her money the Horde way. It's HOARD. He's all he's saying is that the person saved money. It's not that bad.
Sounded like you were saying something different about me.
When her old mother visits her, she takes possession of her false teeth so she won't eat between meals.
Can you imagine?
He insists 2 drinks are enough for anyone, especially if he's paying for the third.
Chatterboxes.
What? Who would you be talking about?
Okay. You like him a lot when you first meet him, but he soon talks you out of it.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes. This book now.
She can talk 50% faster than anyone can listen.
Oh,
baby.
Failures. Yoinks. This is me. He's a jack of all trades and out of work in all of them. This is so good. He has a fat chance to succeed and a head to match. 2 big firms are fighting for his services. The loser gets him. This also was signed in Christmas of 1983. Dear Lou, use this gift to try to at least have a chance to compete with my natural wit.
Ew.
Shalom. This brings together in one volume the immensely popular 2,000 insults for all occasions and the equally memorable 2,000 more insults. No. I'm going to be reading every single page of this to Josh, my friend, for quite some time. Remember, kids, that reading is what?
Unnecessary.
And with that, we hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself and get to reading because it's important.
Thank you for joining us. Talk to you later. Bye. Paul, wait. Paul has one more insult for you.
Yeah, before you go, he's as necessary as a fence around a cemetery. Because they're all dead and they can't get out.